Okay, I'm back again. That cut off, my phone cut off. So yeah, I was saying for me, it's been a week of that, more like with family members, like more with my daughter and my mother again, and just us working through things. And we can rant and rave, but it's we know from a high, come back to that higher consciousness, the maturity, the spiritual maturity of saying, okay, right, why does this keep showing up? Where do we need to assess this? Where is it a block, and where we're both a block to each other's paths? And where do we need to set boundaries within each other? Because when you really love people and family, you know, on both sides, you don't want to put your boundaries in place, you know. So it's not one person, it's both of you. And if anything's happening to you, it's always happening for you, as they say. I know they say it's cliche, but it's the truth. It's happening for you. It's never blaming the external personal situation. You got to come back to you, even though we all can project that and start to blame. I found myself last night doing that. I'm like, where did that come from? I had a huge rant, and I'm like, you know what? But that came back to me because I should have made different choices. I made a choice that in the end I was frustrated with and didn't work for me, and then I started blaming, you know, other people, and it comes back to you. So it doesn't matter, we're always growing and evolving. It doesn't matter how much inner work you've done, how much is going on, like, and there are things that will pop up. We've been programmed since birth. We've been programmed since birth with these old programming cycles, patterns, mind beliefs, everything. And it doesn't happen overnight or over, like, you know, you can know it's there, but there is still going to be, when you have external situations and things going on in the world and people that you're dealing with maybe that might not be seeing things from your perspective or whatever, you're still going to have to deal with how you're going to react or respond or show up with that, with love. In what way though? By setting your boundaries, staying true to yourself, choosing yourself and choosing peace, and being able to crystal clear communicate that to others, and staying that higher spiritual maturity and consciousness to be able to communicate that. And not all around you might like that. You might say, well, that's fine, Kelly, but you know, I'm dealing with people that don't see it that way, and that's fine. Maybe they won't, but that's not your problem. That's not up to you for them to see that way. That's not up to you to save them. That's not up to you to stay in a situation to please somebody else, no matter what it is. And that's basically these energies are showing us. It's pretty simple, actually. We can say it's chaotic. The world is chaotic out there at the moment. Everything around us is chaotic, and that's true. But how we respond to it is a whole different thing. It's a different ball game, you know. It's how we respond, and it's only us that are going to be still doing these old mindset rules, people pleasing, negative beliefs, unworthiness, thoughts, you know, from guilt and shame, when people are trying to guilt or shame us into something, you know, that's their stuff. Whatever anyone's saying to you and projecting onto you is their stuff. If it shows a trigger in you, assess that, absolutely. But that's them, that's their stuff, you know what I mean? And you just send that back. As I say, return to sender, and you send that back. And just look at yourself, obviously, when you're doing that, and saying, okay, did I project onto that person? Is there something that I'm reflecting in my energy that's brought that into my energy space that I need to look at to grow and evolve as a spirit human being? So yeah, look at that, absolutely. But anything or anyone that's showing up in your external that is, you know, yelling, screaming, carrying on, narcissistic, I use that word lightly, but people use that word, whatever they're coming out with, trying to control, take your power, control the energy, whatever, it all comes back to how you respond to that or react to that, into how that can continue. See, they can't have any control over you if you don't allow it. No one can take your power if you don't allow it. No one can make something happen if you don't allow it. It'll only be from your fear or your insecurities, your unworthiness, your limiting beliefs, you feeling guilty or shameful, whatever it is that you feel, that will allow that person or that thing to happen. and for that energy to be projected onto you. And that's how it works. And these energies are perfect at the moment for showing that. They are really shifting shit right out of everywhere and really showing it. And that's a great thing. And we thank you. We thank God. We thank the universe. We thank our higher divine selves for showing us that. Beautiful sun's coming out as I'm saying this. We thank this situation, because although it might show up as awful or nasty or whatever it is, or toxic as we say, but it's really just showing up where people will go, oh, I don't want to face that. You know, you need to face that. You need to deal with that. If something's not shifting or moving in your life in a direction that you want it to, well, you're the leader. You know, you're the GPS of your own life. You know, you're the protagonist in your own movie, your own movie life. Do you know what I mean? You're the leading lady or the leading man. So take control of that and change situations for you to then be able to lead from that place, because everything else that's holding you back is just all coming from what you're allowing to happen from your external world, and that all comes from your wounding or unworthiness, as I said, and all of that. So we have to take the lead and step into our power now and really do it and really move forward. So didn't expect to be saying all that at the end, but that all came through and that all happened, and that's how I feel, and that's what I wanted to share. So remember, guys, setting boundaries. I'm actually about to launch a masterclass as well. I've got a couple coming out on boundaries. It is the module from my course, so you get to buy it and see me speak it, and we interact for it's $8.88 I'm putting it out for. I want to get these modules out there, so you'll be able to, this wasn't meant to be a spiel, but anyway, we're just talking about boundaries, and that's what I'm going to do. So that'll be coming out in the next couple of weeks, and I do talk about stuff in there to really help setting boundaries. So, and it's a constant thing as well. It's just, you don't do it once and then it happens. It's a constant thing. But then it will eventually default, and that will make your life a lot easier. Okay, guys, I'm off now. Talk to you soon. Take care. Peace. Bye.